Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Today we want to dive into the most talked about alliance right now, which is BRICS. Okay, in this video we're going to go into what is it, how did it start, and how does it work, and if I join, will they add an O at the end? Let's break it all down. Okay, this is going to be a beginner friendly simplified video of what is potentially a new world order. So BRICS is actually an acronym of 5 major emerging economies. So it is Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. These country first letters make up BRICS. These countries represent 40% of the world's population combined and 26% of the global economy. For me, it's giving billionaire minority boys club vibes, but with a very strong political alliance and big ambitions to challenge the existing Western powers essentially. And to be honest, I think I'm all up for it. I think we need to throw competition into the pond because there hasn't been any, right? Let's look through the history a bit to help us form a picture and to help us stay on top and follow the story. The term BRIC was actually coined by a Goldman Sachs economist, Jim O'Neill. He was the one who described the economic growth and power of Brazil, Russia, India, and China. At this point, it was just an idea and it wasn't a group. It wasn't what it is right now. So the 4 countries held their first formal meeting in 2006. And it was at this meeting that marked the beginning of their collaboration. The meeting took place during the UN General Assembly. Now then, in 2009, BRIC holds their first official summit in Russia in a location I cannot pronounce, but I will try. Okay, we're not gonna. So in 2009, they hold their first official summit, and the focus was how to lessen dependence, reliance on Western powers. In 2010, South Africa joined the gang, and this then made BRIC into BRICS. This naturally expanded the alliance into Africa, which is a wider conversation that we need to have because the potentials are huge. We already know South Africa is known as an African country operating to first world standards. So again, big moves to stay ahead and stay on the top. And this is what turned BRIC into BRICS. In 2014, BRICS established the new development bank and the Contingent Reserve Arrangement. These are alternatives to the IMF and the World Bank. And so essentially it's offering funding for infrastructure and development projects in member countries, which is quite a big deal. What it looks like is they're going after the US, but I'll pause my opinions for the end. In 2023, BRICS had over 40 countries expressing interest to join, and this included Saudi Arabia, Iran, Argentina. And again, this is all signals of a growing shift or the desire to shift away from Western dominance. And BRICS essentially is offering that with quite some seriousness to the table. BRICS currently operates through annual summits where leaders come to discuss economic, political and security issues. From the looks of things, it's not just about talking, as summits mainly are about talking. They actually are funding projects, infrastructure projects for member countries, and the Contingent Reserve Bank Arrangement, which provides financial support like during economic crisis. They are actually coming through and putting their money where their mouth is. They do seem to have a very strong drive towards creating self-sustaining systems and reducing reliance on Western financial institutions. So this makes up the major reason why so many countries are eager to join BRICS. It's mainly centered around an alternative financial system and therefore potentially true economic power, true economic growth for individual countries and for the membership collectively. In practice, I imagine this means better negotiating power, better trade deals, and potentially not being crippled as a country under sanctions led by the West whenever you disagree with what the West are going for or what they're doing. Especially emphasis on the sanctions. I think sanctions, it's crippled many countries just because the West has decided so, and so therefore it is, without anyone saying anything else or putting something else onto the table as an alternative. And so many countries are frustrated with that, or frustrated by the idea of being crippled to act because of potential sanctions. For me, I see it also as a potential out to having leaders that are puppets, that have been put into position, that haven't actually been voted for, but they have been given to the people, and therefore they're actually controlled. In summary, this could mean favorable terms all round in trade, in local runnings of government. If you look at Africa, for example, we're quite poor as a continent in day-to-day standards and operation, but we're the richest. We're very rich in minerals. So we also have the power in numbers, which says a lot in terms of potential business opportunities if the right product is presented to the right people in the right way. But there just seems to be a design that is keeping the continent poor. And we need to break away from that, and BRICS is offering as a potential break from that. This is what has people excited. Whether it succeeds in challenging Western powers and Western dominance remains to be unseen, but it's definitely got America all shaken up, because there seems to be a lot of words coming from Trump against BRICS. But let me know what you think. Comment below. Is this something that is just a flash in the pan? Are you actually interested and invested for what this alliance is about? Or are we creating another superpower here? That is also something that is worth to talk about, to consider, because the question is, how are they going to make sure they don't do what the Western powers did, just in a different flavor, if that makes sense. In any case, I'm going to stop here. Don't forget to share this video, to comment below, and stay safe whilst out there. I will see you in the next one.